Welcome everybody to Barre Lite. I'm happy to have you here. So let's come to a standing position today and just roll the shoulders back, take a big deep breath in and a long deep exhale out. From here, go ahead and bring your chin down to your chest just to set your intention for the practice before us. And go ahead and send the kind thought off to someone else. Excellent. Go ahead and lift that chin up. And we're going to start just with a little rocking side to side. Go ahead and find a little twist from side to side. I'm going to turn this down just a tiny hair. Here we go. So my name is Elise and I will be your guide through today's practice. And I really want you just to listen to your body and take care of yourself. So if there's something that doesn't feel good in your body that we're working on today, feel free to change, feel free to modify, feel free just to sit it out for a moment. Let's go ahead and take an arm across the chest, bring it into the chest, back of the hand pulls it in for a nice shoulder stretch, and of course a little twist here. So tonight we're going to be working on body weight exercises. So the only equipment that you'll need is maybe a non-slip surface like a mat, and then something like a back of a chair or a stool so you can balance for some of our bar work. All right, bring that back. Go ahead, lift hand up, bring it behind the head. Gently lift up that elbow, pull it across. If you want a little side stretch, feel free to find that side stretch here. Then we'll go to the other side, same thing. Bring it up, elbow, lift up a little and bring it across. And we'll bring that back up. Feel free to go front and back. Those arms and shoulders. Like I said, we aren't going to use weights tonight, but feel free if you have small weights and want that extra challenge, you're welcome to use them. Go ahead if you have your surface to balance on. We're going to go ahead and bring one leg up behind us, keeping the head and our chest up. We're just going to find a stretch through that front of the leg. Gently go to the other side. So tonight we're also going to be working a little bit slower on some things, which doesn't necessarily mean it's easier. We call this Barre Lite. It's because we go a little bit slower and maybe some things are less intense, but tonight we're going to work slow, which can make you work a little bit harder. So let's go ahead and step back with one side. Doesn't really matter. Up on the toes, pull that open hip forward, finding that stretch through the hip flexor here. Find your breath, nice and slow and easy. We'll go to the other side. Same thing. Step it back, toes are up. That open hip moves forward, finding that stretch through that hip flexor. And then let's go ahead and we'll step back up onto the toes and then press that heel down towards the floor. If you can make it down to the floor, that's great. If not, that's okay too. It's literally actually how our ankle is built, is whether we can get our foot to the floor. A little bit of flexibility. So don't worry, if you can't get it to the floor, that is perfectly okay. Bring that back, same thing on the other side, pressing it back so you can feel that good stretch through that calf. Get it down, great, whatever level of stretch you want here. Be mindful, make sure it feels good and comfortable. All right, we're gonna come back to standing and we're gonna still be close to our surface because we're gonna work on a little ankle rotation, knee rotation to warm up our body before we get into more of the bar work. So go ahead, I'm up on my toes on one foot, finding a circle in one direction. Nice and slow and easy. Wow, I'm feeling this in my ankle. Working those muscles, the stabilization here. So other side, same thing. On the toes, find that little bit of a rotation through the ankle. And we'll switch directions. All right, go ahead. We're going to warm up those knees and our thighs a little bit. Little dip down, stand up. Little squats. Down, lift, down, lift. Now in bar turns, anything with that bent knee is a plie, right? Plie, extend, plie, extend, plie, extend. 3, we're going to step out to wide second position. In 2. Last set. Last one. Here we go. Step out a little wider. Toes are pointed just a little bit out. We're just doing a little hip rotation. Right? Bring it around. And we'll switch direction. And of course, we're going to find a little tandu just to warm up a bit. We will do this again later, but we're just going to find that nice wide second, plie and extend. You can stay right here. So tandu is to extend away from the body. So that's when we do this nice extend away, back, extend to the side, back. So if you like, you can find a little rhythm here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, extend. Head and chest stay up. Still breathing nice and easy. This is just a little warm up. We're going to come down to the floor for a little ab work. In 3, 2, and 1. Step to the front of your mat. Go ahead, take a nice big inhale up. Do a little yoga to come down. So find that forward fold. Maybe step back into a downward dog. Go ahead, pedal it up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and bring our knees down to the floor, finding our way to our back. Like I said, we are going to work on our abs a little bit. So we're going to have our knees up towards the ceiling, rolling down onto our back. Now the part that's really going to make our core work is pressing those the lower back into the floor. So you want to stick your hands there and squish them and then take them out. That's what we want this entire time working here. So pressing that back into the floor, we're just going to walk a foot out, out, in. It's slow and subtle, but if you keep that back glued to the floor, you are going to feel this. Right? Ooh. It's simple, but very effective, especially for those lower abs. It's something that we don't normally do, right? We're used to doing crunches up. So this is a little different movement. Feeling a little warm already. All right, we're going to switch it out. We're going to go to dead bug. That is where our knees and our hands are pressing in together. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead. Bring those knees up towards the ceiling in that chair. Press that lower back into the ground. Hands come and press against the knees. And knees press against the hands. We're doing a little isometric here. You're kind of like, oh my gosh, I feel this. I hope so. All right, we're going to extend one leg. I'm going to extend my left leg. In 3, and 2, and 1. Extend the left. We're going to bring it back, press, and we're going to go to the other side. Right extends, and in. Left, and in. Right, and in. Keep it slow. I know, like I said, keep it slow and working so you can press down that lower back, and you can really feel this. Beautiful. Keep it moving. Oh, it's getting warm already. Lower back squished to the floor. Nice. We're going to go back to that isometric hold. Actually, one more on each side. So extend that left. Bring it back. side. So if you go down here and you feel it lifting, maybe shorten that up if you want that to engage. If you want a little more work, slide those feet more at an angle. Keeping that back, pressed against that floor. I know. Woo, warming up. Beautiful. Couple more. 3, 2. Last one here. We're gonna come to seated just for a seated cat-cow for a break. Go ahead, bring the knees in. Come up to seated if you like. And we're just going to find a little cat-cow. We're gonna come onto our back again to work a little bit of chest work. Beautiful. 2 more. Last one. Come down onto your back. You can have your knees facing up towards the ceiling. This is where if you want some weights for a little more challenge, feel free to grab a weight. But I'm just gonna pretend like I have them here. I'm gonna move over a little bit so I can stay into the camera here. Palms are up. We're gonna do a nice lift. We're gonna hold it at an angle. In 3, 2, 1. Lift it up and up. Now notice I'm not coming quite up all the way. It's like I'm gonna go start to hug a great big tree. My lower back is still pressed down into the floor. Engaging those abs. Yes, yes, yes. Working that chest. Beautiful. Keep it moving. Beautiful. So pretend you get those weights. You can have it right here. Now, lower back is pressed into the floor. We got good form. But it wouldn't be a bar class if we didn't pulse, right? Here we go. We're going to pulse at the bottom. In 3, in 2, and 1. We bring it down. Pulse, 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 pulse. Yes, keep it moving. Oh yeah, we're starting to feel it a little bit. Now my hands aren't directly out from my shoulders. Just a little bit under the shoulders, down towards my hips. Just a tiny bit. All right, we're going to change this up a little. We're going to go and come in and out at an angle. So take a peek if you like. Otherwise, we're going to move to that. A big pulse, or a big movement. In 3, in 2, and 1. So we bring those elbows down close to the body and bring them out towards the side. In, out. I have this because I'm pretending like I have heavy weights. In and out. All right, we're going to pulse. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it out. 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 I know, feeling it, right? We're going to go to a regular chest press. That's where the elbows are bent. In 3, 2, 1. So bring the elbows to the floor. We're going to reach those arms up. Down. Lift, right? We brought the first one close together, but I want to keep it kind of small. So not quite up towards the ceiling. Elbows down towards the floor. Let's bring those palms facing one another. Notice if you feel that change, just that little subtle change. Ready? We're going to pulse. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to pulse, 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 pulse. Almost there. Got it. Nice. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. We're going to come to tabletop, all fours. Yes. All right, here we go. We're going to do work a little shoulder work. So I'm going to kind of turn to the side a little bit. So we're going to be in our tabletop. Again, whether you want weights or not is optional. So we're going to bring our left hand out in front. I'm going to bring my left hand first. You can bring right, doesn't matter. Just pretend like I have a weight I'm holding here. All right, you ready? Down and lift. Down, lift. Down, lift. Down, lift. Nice. Keep that rhythm. We're going to pulse here. Maybe 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes, we're feeling this already. Nice. If you want a little extra challenge, bring that opposite leg out and behind you. Here we go. Pulse it in. Pulse. 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 Yes. I'm going to bring that leg back down. We're going to bring this out to the side. Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. Now a little challenge move. You can stay right here, especially if you have that weight. We're going to bring it under and out. So bring it under, out, under, out, under, out. Guess what? We are working those obliques here. That is our ab challenge this month. So I thought, hey, let's work it right into this. Other side coming up in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Other side, remember? Pretending like we have that weight in our hand. Palm down, hold, belly's in, nice and strong. Ready for those moves? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We bring it down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift. Nice. Remember that challenge. If we want, when we pulse, we can bring that leg out behind us. Here we go. Pulsing in 3, in 2, and 1. And we pulse, pulse, pulse. We bring that leg out. Oh, yes. Little movements here. Excellent. Moving it out to the side. You bring it in, bring it out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Bring that leg down because we're going to do that reach under move. Oh, yes. Even without the weights, feeling this. Reaching under in 3, 2, 1. Go reach, out, reach, bring it out. Nice. Under, out, under, reach out. Yes. Under and out. Woo. 3, 2, last one. Go ahead, sit back. Go ahead and rock it front back. Oh my goodness, that was great, guys. You did an excellent job. We're going to come to standing, so go ahead and find your downward dog. All right, pedaling it out if you need to. So go ahead, pedal, pedal, stretch those calves. We're going to look forward towards the hands. Walk those feet up. Give me a nice generous knee bend. Roll on up. Yes, beautiful. Coming into a nice wide second again. So that means our heels are together, toes are out. A little warm up again. So we bring it down, lift, down, lift. Nice. Beautiful. Now we just did a lot of work with those shoulders. So if they're feeling tired, bring them down. But otherwise, if you can, we bring them down and lift, down and lift, down, lift. All right, we are going to do a tandu on one side. So just the one side. I'm going to go with the left. 3, and 2, and 1. So tandu, lift. Plie and tandu. Plie, lift. Plie, lift. Now, if you want to work a little bit more, we're going to add a bama. That is when we lift that foot up into the air like a little kick. But it's not a kick. We lift. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice. Moving to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. So we're coming back to our center. So here we go. Down, lift. Down, lift. I tell you what, my shoulders are feeling that. Huh. Yes, they're working a little bit. So here we go. We can add that little excitement, that little challenge. Down, up, down, lift. Yes. All right, we are going to add that one side tandu. So that's that bend, extend on the opposite leg. 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. Arms are getting tired. Go ahead, drop them down. You can add a little rhythm to it, right? Don't forget, we got the bottom on. That is that lift. Remember, feel the lift, not the kick in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Go ahead, shake it out. Woo! I tell you, that felt great. We are going to work a little bit on balance, so if you want to be close to your bar, you can. But it's not necessary. We're going to do those nice little pedals. If you take my class, you've done these before. Slow pedals. Pedal, pedal. Go slow and controlled. So those heels are not dropping. You're setting them down. And that is where the work is at. So we have those arm positions. That's what we're working here too. So nice and static. Pretend like you have a big beach ball right in front of you. Shoulders back, chest is nice and long, back is long. Beautiful. So we can switch this up. The shoulders are tight and stay right here. Otherwise, bring it up. Yes. Feeling that? Also, you know what happens when we move these hands? Our balance changes, right? Bring them out to the side. Slow and controlled. Remember, just setting those heels down. Find that work right there. Beautiful. All right, bring them up overhead. Those arms. Yes. Now this is kind of the hardest one for balance, right? We're a little bit longer, a little bit taller. All right, you might be getting a little tired, but we're going to see if we can go a little faster. Float those arms down. Here we go. Yeah, all right. As soon as we switch, it's like, oh my, yes. So see if we can hold on to this. Working those calves. All right, we're going to bring those arms into the center. Bring them up. Keep it going. Keep smiling. I'm right here with you. Oh, I am right here with you. Out to the side. Woo. Beautiful. Bring it up overhead. Believe it or not, we're halfway through the song, but we're going to change what we're doing. So don't be shy. Like, oh my gosh, we have to do this all over again. No. Last little bit. Float those arms down, down, down. Excellent. Find a little squat in our parallel position. Down and lift. Nice and slow. We bring it down and lift. We want to bring those arms up to the side. Bring it to one of those positions. Absolutely. Down and lift. Yes, here we go. Down and lift. Beautiful. Let's rock those feet out. So we're going to find our heels, weight in the heels, rock those toes up. Here we go. Down and lift. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you right here in this position, go ahead, widen the stance a little bit. Not crazy wide, just enough, right? Where those knees just kind of track right over those toes and stop, right? Nice and long, just a little bit more. Yeah, working slow, working smart. Woo! You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Shake it out, shake it out. Woo! Excellent. All right. We are going to do a little side crunch. So find a new surface. You will want it on this one for sure. We're going to find a bent knee here. Just think about lifting and lowering. Now, it doesn't have to be really high. If you're like, oh, that is too much. Softness in that standing knee. So lift and lower. Now, if you're doing our ab challenge, you might want to add this to it. So reach up tall. Here we go. Elbow to knee and down. Slow and controlled. Notice how you feel that right in that crunch. Ready? Lift and lower. Yep, I'm feeling this for sure. We're going to lengthen it out a little bit by crossing that foot behind us. In 3, 2, 1. So bring that foot behind you, reach over. You might be like, oh, it feels good. It's a stretch, right? But then we got to bring it all the way back and reach over. Bring it all the way back. Reach over. Nice. Great job. You guys are doing excellent. Woo. Think about keeping that leg, that 2 more. And we'll switch sides. Last one, reach. Okay, coming back to the other side. So same thing, softness through that standing knee, or standing leg, bent knee on the other side. Get your balance for the lift and lower, nice and slow. Really make it work. Think about that calf, that side of that calf, coming and shining up towards the ceiling. Oh yeah, okay, add that crunch if you'd like. Elbow to, that is more like the thigh, I would say. It's probably a better description because not elbow to the knee, right? All right, we're gonna lengthen up in 3, 2, last one, here we go. Reach behind, feels good, and then we crunch, right? Behind, keep it slow and controlled. Yes, think of this control as your work. You want that nice and slow and smooth, making those muscles work. Because even my standing leg is shaking here. Yes, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out a little. Going back to the other leg. We're going to work on passe. That's where the foot passes up towards the knee. So it's not really stopping on the knee, it's just coming up and touching it and down. So we're turned out, away from the body, toes are turned out, and we just bring it up, low, low. So notice I bring that heel down, up and down. Just that nice passe here. And you're going to feel this a little bit in that hip flexor. Now, if this is too much going out to the side, go ahead and just bring it in front of you a little bit. That's totally okay. We just want that work of that leg lifting up and gently setting down, heel down. We're going to switch this up because I know this is tiring. We're going to switch this up to extending the leg out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Extend that leg out. Draw a little half circle forward and back. My knee is facing forward. So I'm working that side. Softness in that standing leg. Really working that strength here. Got this. A couple more. We're going to switch sides. 3, 2, and last one. Switching sides. Passe. So remember, you can bring that foot out to the side. If you want to bring it in a little bit, that's okay too. Here we go. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Softness in that standing leg. Control with that foot. That lift and lower. Slow and steady, easy. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Great job, you guys. You're doing excellent. I'm right here with you. I'm feeling this in the legs. Woo! Yes. Find your breath. If the arm's getting tired, go ahead, bring it to the hip or bring it up, whatever feels good to you. All right, we're going to switch to that little half circle. Find that half circle with our foot. 3 and 2. Last one. Extend that foot out. Knee comes facing to the front. Front and back. Front and back. Oh my, yes. Feeling this today. It's excellent. Great job, you guys. We just have a little bit left. A little bit left to be done for our day. Woo! Finish up strong. We got this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and take a little stretch break. Bring that foot behind us. A little bit of a stretch. Oh my goodness, feels so good. Moving to the other side. Same thing. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do a little calf work and a little recap of what we were working on today. So feet parallel, mine are together. You can have them a little bit apart. That's totally fine. Lift, lower. Now I'm not coming down to the ground. It's that soft placement. Down. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Beautiful. All right, we're going to rock those toes out a little bit in into first position in 3, 2, 1. So heels down, toes rock out. We're just going to do this calf lifts right from here. Here we go. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Belly is in. Think about it pressing that lower back into the floor like we did, right? Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Slow and controlled. You've got this. Woo. Yes. Working hard now. If you need to take a break or a stretch, go ahead and do so. Couple more. 3, and 2, and 1. Heels down. Plie, extend. Plie, extend. Nice. Notice I have one hand on the bar, the other one can be in this position. If you are steady enough, bring both hands. Down and lift. Down and lift. Down, lift. Now, we're going to go back to that wide squat with that tendu on one side and the battement. So you're ready? 3, 2, 1. Stand up. You can find the center. Nice and wide. Here we go. Down, lift. Down, lift. Remember, we have enough gumption to do this. Yes. Or this. Yes. Lift, lower, lift up, and lower. So tendu, one side. Let's do tendu side to side, shall we? Here we go. Extend, in, extend, in, extend, in, extend, in. Nice, slow and easy. Control, right? This is what's making us work tonight. All right, I'm gonna go to the battement on one side. I'm gonna start with my left, all right? You can start with whichever one you want. In 3, in 2, last one, here we go. Lift, back, lift, back, lift, back. 3 more, 2, last one, back to center, bring it, lift and lower. We're going to the other side, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battement. Here we go. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Control. Arms get a little shaky here too, right? 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out for me. Rock those arms from back. Yeah, they're pretty tired. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do that little twist that we started with, where we started our practice today. A gentle twist side to side. Oh my goodness, you can hear my breathing is heavy. Even though this is Barre Lite, it's still a lot of work, especially because we work a little bit more on technique and different muscles. So I hope you are enjoying this series. We always love feedback from people. So, all right, we're gonna come back to our center. I got carried away with these twists, right? So come to your center. We're gonna find a wide leg forward fold here. So nice and wide here. And I'll turn to the side because we're gonna come into a nice flat back. So belly's in, tall through the spine, softness, a little softness in the knees as we bring our chest down and forward. Feel free to bring your hands down anytime, but if you can wait till the very last second, just wait there and then bring them down. I'm gonna widen my stance a little bit. You can widen your stance too. Feel free to bend those knees, whatever is needed. We're gonna plant one hand into the center. We're gonna lift up that opposite hand, finding a nice twist here. And we're gonna bring that hand back down, and we'll go to the other side. And we'll bring that back down here. Softness in the knees, let's roll up, 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 up. Give ourselves a little break, roll those shoulders back. You can still keep those legs pretty wide. We're gonna go back down, but I wanted to give us a break there. So hand behind, let's find a little stretch. We'll go to the other side. Stretch, like to change it up and just bring those elbows down into some goalpost arms, go ahead. So what that looks like is this, bring it up, then bring it down. Inhale up, bring it down. It's 2 more. Last one. All right, as promised, we're going to go back into that forward fold, softness through the knees. Find that forward fold, drop those hands to the floor. We're going to walk them over to one side, and we're going to bend the opposite knee. So we're going to stretch away from that foot. And we're going to come back to the other side. Same thing, stretch away. Beautiful, coming back towards our center. Go ahead, soften through those knees, roll up nice and slow and gentle, rolling those shoulders back. Ooh. All right, bring those feet in a little bit. Find the bar if you like. Remember that stretch that we got when we were doing the ab, the crunch? Well, we're doing that. But we're going to use it as a stretch. So that back foot wraps behind. The opposite arm reaches over. Find a nice stretch through the side body. Now, if you can lift that shoulder up and kind of look up towards the ceiling. Nice long stretch. And bring those fingertips down to those opposite toes there. Oh, yes. Find your breath here. All right, slowly, gently, mindfully bring it back. And we'll go to the other side. So same thing, wrap that foot behind. Reach that hand over. Find that long, beautiful line in the body. And then, of course, you can wrap that chest up, looking up a little bit. If that is accessible to you, the shoulders tight, bring it down. If the hip doesn't feel good, just go ahead and do the upper body, whatever works for you. All right, let's go ahead and step to the front of our mats. We're going to do a nice, slow, stretchy salutation before we lay down a little bit for Shavasana. So go ahead, inhale, bring those hands up overhead. Bring those hands up heart center. Exhale. Maybe bring your thoughts back to that intention that you set for today's practice, that little goal. See if you've achieved that. All right, go ahead and lift those hands back up overhead. Nice softness through the knees, swan dive down, chest comes to the thighs. Roll the head down. It's beautiful, nice long extension through the back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and step one foot back and the other foot back into a nice downward dog. Feel free to pedal the knees. If you're super tired and you are done for the day, go ahead and bring those knees down into tabletop. Otherwise, sit here for just a moment longer, finding the breath, finding that connection here. Beautiful. Bring those knees down to the floor. We're going to catch those calves one more time. Even though we just pedal, this is a little bit deeper stretch, so go ahead, rock those toes back, press into that calf. We'll go to the other side. And then we're going to come down onto our backs. Do a nice little twist and a stretch. Release. Before we take a little rest, right? So go ahead, down onto our back. All right, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get right here, and we're gonna bring our feet up towards the ceiling, cross our legs, and then bend the knees, bring them down. Maybe this is enough, and you can grab onto your knee and pull it in. Or if you like, go ahead and grab the shins and pull them in towards the body. Moving to the other side, so we lift up, switch, bend, and bring those hands, those knees in towards the chest. Bring those feet back up towards the ceiling and then down towards the floor, preparing for a little twist. So go ahead, bring those hands out to the side. On either side, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and let those knees go to one side and look over to the opposite side. Or if your neck just feels like being in the same side today, go ahead and just sit there and relax for a moment. Now the knees don't need to stay together if you don't want to. It might be a little more accessible if you bring your knees towards feet as well. Bring your knees back up towards the center and gently let them roll to the other side. Same thing. Feel free to bring those knees in. Feel free to find the expression of this twist, either looking to the opposite way or towards the same side as your knees. And finally, rolling those knees back towards the center, bring them in towards the chest. Give yourself that little hug, that little bit of love. And then we're going to bring that forehead to the knees, squeeze it tight, tight, tight. And take a full body stretch, fingers to one end of the mat and toes to the other. Drop your shoulders and hands down onto your mat by your side for your shavasana. Take a deep breath in, close the eyes, and release. I invite you to bring a little movement to the fingers and toes. We start to breathe a little more deeply. If you'd like, you can stay on your back or go ahead and roll to one side or the other, whatever it feels comfortable to you tonight. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly, mindfully making your way back up to a seated position. I'd welcome you to bring your hands at heart center. I thank each and every one of you for joining me in this practice today and always. We appreciate the support of our studio, and we are welcome. We're very welcome. We're very thankful for you to be here with us. The light and teacher in me honors the light and teacher in each one of you. Namaste. Have a great rest of your week. Take care, everybody.